LBSC E. No, not that E2. This E2. The LBSC E2. A failed 060T. So, we're going to discover why it became a star of Thomas the Tank Engine. It all started back in 1874, E1 class being a prototype of the E1X built by William Jordan. However, they put shortest and goods train on the LBSC. However, they were replaced by the LBSC E3. Unlike other locals like E4, E5, and E6, maybe we'll get into the E1, E3, E4, E5, and E6 in more episodes if we can. In 1911, Elmy Linton just wanted to make a tank engine that will be useful. However, so these were built in 1913 to 1916. However, all 10 locos were built in Brighton Works. They could just pull 20 goods trains, and they could be also used as shunting locos, and they had a wear pump. However, the prototype had no extended side tanks, but while the ones that we see had extended side tanks, as we all know. Well, kind of like the VF, these were very useful. So, well, no, that's still a bit of a disaster. During World War I, construction was delayed. However, 1-9 was completed in 1916. They can also pull passenger trains. When the Southern Railway was formed in 1923, they got new paints. Well, because that's what they actually needed to. However, in World War II, many had just need many jobs, like many sent to Stewart's Lane to help with the Southern Railway C-Class. We'll get into that one in another episode. When World War II ended, well, they went to Southampton docks to work with the USATC. It's 100 tank. We'll get into these in another episode. Well, sadly, all of these were retired and they were all extinct. That was a bit sad. Well, you can still see the LBSC E1s and E4s today, but that doesn't go into there. However, in 1946, Wes W. Awdry, after he released the Ferrari engines, made Thomas the Tank Engine. He was successful over the years in becoming one of the beloved children's characters in the world, alongside with other characters like Mickey Mouse, SpongeBob, Elmo, etc. Well, his television series was so successful and being so popular around the world. However, and also day-out events, well, you can still see LBSC E2 replicas on day-out with Thomas events. However, it's a bit a shame that the LBSC E2 class locomotives were all extinct, but maybe we would see a replica of one. Who knows? Thanks for watching and have a nice day.